So it looks we've won the trifecta: monetary stimulus, election certainty, and now a vaccine. And the markets went crazy. Small caps were limit up in the pre-market as everything exploded on the headlines from Pfizer. Reuters reported that a spokesman for one exchange said unprecedented trading volumes in the 30 minutes after the Pfizer announcement were up to 10 times the level seen earlier in the day and broke a previous record set in March when markets recorded sharp falls at the peak of the virus-related restrictions. At the end of the day, it was an all-time record high for the Russell 2000, the Dow, and the S&P 500. But the Nasdaq ended red when the markets contracted in late afternoon on Trump challenge concerns. The plunge from early highs was extreme, the biggest intraday drawdown for the Russell 2000 since the post-Fed plunge on June 11th. Don't forget that this market is now trading at the highest valuations in history by far. As of this morning, the market cap was near 176% of GDP. But no worries, we can project a 200% market cap to GDP pretty easily. And then we had JP Morgan state that we view a confirmed Biden victory with a likely legislative gridlock as a Goldilocks outcome. We see the S&P 500 reaching 4,000 by early next year, with a good potential for the market to move higher, say 4,500 by the end of next year. So everything is awesome. Well, let's take a look. And we're looking at the 3-year weekly chart on the spiders, the SPY. Now, recently, I talked about this downward trend line and that we needed to break up through that trend line very strongly, decisively, and measurably. And oh boy, we did. But the problem is this was the open and this was the close. So the strength dissipated during the day. That's not necessarily good. So we're going to have to continue to watch this very closely. Now, moving on down here, we can see that we still have those downward trend lines there in the MAC. You can see the histogram much the same. The price rate of change, definitely downward trend as well. Relative strength index, downward. Now, beginning here, stochastics, we do see this downward trend. However, we also see the slow line starting to curve and turn and maybe base. And if it heads up, and if the fast line continues to sawtooth its way, maybe we will have an upward moving stock market. Also, the Williams, that looks somewhat favorable too, with the bottom here that move all the way up here, not quite into the oversold territory, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe we can get there later this week. That would be another indication that's positive. So 2 of the oscillators might be positive. The others are still showing caution signs. Back up here to the price chart. One last look here. So we're going to have to watch this to see how the market evolves. For now, it has turned. We are stronger. Volume today was huge. We just need this to carry through. We'll be watching closely. And for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.